Hello and welcome to Sable's Worldforge. Let me know about the volume, voice to music ratio as always. Looks like a pretty quiet day today, and that's really fine. I could use some low-key writing time, so that's perfectly cool by me. Yeah, lots of stuff coming up this week. We've got the Game of Tomes final stream. That will be, hold on. Okay, first I've got a last minute, what I was calling a panic stream that, oh, hello! Just in time for the raid. Cool, welcome Darth Nicholas, or shall I say Lich Nicholas, and your gang. What is fish shall never fry, but ideas are still coming. Cool. Good to see you. How was your stream? I'm sorry I didn't catch much of it. I kind of put it on mute, and I was working on the script for the final report for Game of Tomes because I gotta get it done so that people can do stuff so that I have time to get their videos to edit. So, yeah, I was working hard. Let me know how the volume, music to voice is. Yeah, okay, so coming up in the next couple of days, I've got, I was calling it my NaNoWriMo Panic stream, and that's because I expected to still be struggling to get things done, but I'm actually done, so I'm now going for a 60,000 word goal, and I think I should be able to manage it. I've got, that starts at 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night. So we will not be doing our Toy Soldiers game stream once again, and I apologize. That's 2 weeks in a row in which we've canceled, and I hate to have to do that. Right? So, yeah, I'll just check what time that is in GMT. Yes, that will start at 2 a.m. GMT on the 1st. My panic stream, and it will run until midnight Pacific on the 1st, or 8 a.m. GMT on the 1st. So that's the next thing I got coming up. Is Aaron on tonight? Yes, Aaron is also on tonight at his usual time. That will be what is that, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific, or 6 to 8 a.m. GMT. And, of course, the big event on the horizon for the next couple of days is Game of Tomes Final Battle stream. That will start at 1 p.m. Pacific on the afternoon of the 1st, or 9 p.m. GMT. It's scheduled to run for 3 hours. We'll see how we do. I'm going to do, by request, I'm going to repeat all the Game of Tomes reports, and we'll probably do a week-by-week recap as we do that. There'll be some video surprises that you haven't seen yet. There will be, clips and moments of different things. And by the way, if you've got something you'd like to share about the Game of Tomes, either a clip you took, or a special moment you'd like to celebrate, or just, a comment, then feel free to send me those. I'm looking for them primarily in video form. I intend to air them. And you can get a hold of me on Discord at Sable, right? Or you can get a hold of me in a whisper on Twitch, and, put them up on a Google Drive or Dropbox link, and I can download them. No problem. So, and I'd be happy to have that, and thank you if you're willing to do that. Excuse me. Alright. Sometimes Raven slurps in with my strapped-on tentacles. Gurgle, gurgle. Translation, that guy has nothing to do with me. I'm a bird octopus. Nick says, it went well, closing in fast on 50. Let's hope you get it here. That would be awesome. I'm here for the next 2 hours and 45 minutes. So, without further ado, maybe let's get some sprints started, shall we? Alright. just set up my page here. I haven't looked at this since yesterday, my story, so I'll be scrolling through at the beginning, but let's go. see a question. Tulakaru wants to know, does anyone know of a good name generator? Yes, there are a couple. This is one that a lot of people use. I think it's Fantasy Name Generator. Let me double check whether it's name or names. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, fantasynamegenerators.com is one that a lot of people use. I typed it wrong, but you get the idea. And then I also like to use something called World Spinner, where you can make your own names and cultures as you like, and make your own rules for your own name generators. So, the first one if you need something quick, and the second one if you're looking for something that you're going to be using on an ongoing basis. Let's be my suggestion, and you're welcome. that's the sprint. Okay, that's, I was just finishing the sentence. What do we got? 214, not too bad. Don't forget to input your word totals if you are participating in the Game of Tones. Yeah, looks like we got a lot of lurkers today. That's alright. Everybody's overstuffed from their turkey weekend, I imagine. Especially those of you in the US. I hope you all had a good weekend. Oh, that's cool, and Hefe's up. So, I imagine a lot of people are watching Hefe. Which is great. I thought they voted the turkey out, says Angstase. 277 for the living from Mergendor. Excellent. My turkey's gone. Finished it this morning. You know, I don't necessarily get excited. I mean, maybe I'm a bit weird. You know, of course we have Thanksgiving here in Canada too. We just do it like a month early. We do it in the middle of October, right? And, but we celebrate it the same way. And, you know, it's not actually the big turkey dinner with the family that I look forward to. It's all the stuff after, right? the turkey sandwiches with the gravy on it, right? And the turkey soup. And the turkey stir fry, you know, that kind of stuff where you're using up the turkey bits. That's what I like. I like that stuff. Well, that's true, Angstase. They do it a month late. You're absolutely right. I agree with you. So, yeah. Yeah, not our fault that, you know, they do it a month late. Who the heck has a harvest festival after there's been snow and everything is well and truly dead, says Saze. Yeah, that's a good point. But then again, you know, people keep reminding me that, you know, they're considerably more southern in their latitude than we are. So maybe that really is the end of their harvest season. I mean, around here, yeah, there's already been snow. Everything's brown. The trees have no leaves left. And if you left anything in the field, it's dead. You know? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, the after sales are always good too. Tulakara says I just got a 23-pound turkey yesterday for like $17 US. That's awesome. It's just colder up there, says Mergendor. It doesn't get that cold here yet. Well, that's not entirely true, right? The climate where I live is very similar to the climate in Upper Washington State. Right? I mean, there's really no difference between the two except some imaginary line that somebody drew on a map, right? It's the same geographic area. So in Washington State, it's like this cold and everything's been under snow already too, right? So, yeah. It's dead and the hibernators are grateful for your contribution, says Arstase. The border doesn't have air conditioning on the north edge. That's right. This week is the first week it's got around freezing. Where are you there, Mergendor? Right? And don't forget, Chicago tends to get colder than we do. It's called, I believe it's called the Windy City, right? For a reason, you know, and, you know, Buffalo, New York actually gets more snow than anything on the north side of the Great Lakes. So, yeah, well, I'm in the south. It's still not bad here, says Morgendor. Exactly, right? That's a bit different. Arkansas. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, still pretty warm there for you guys. Yeah, it got near freezing a while ago, but it's still hovering near freezing. It was -1 last night finally, and there was frost this morning. Aside from our, you know, pre-snow that we had. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work here. We're on to the next sprint. Good to chat with you guys, though. It's pretty nice. All right. I see it is time to turn off Discord for the moment. We will resume that after. Oh, I hear a dingy thing. Hello, Hefe! Good to see you! How did your stream go? Welcome! Dillian is here! Hello, Dillian! Good to see you! World Ember is coming! That's right. World Ember, I'm so excited for World Ember. I know I haven't been talking about it a lot because I've been working very hard on Game of Tomes and NaNoWriMo, but I am really looking forward to World Ember. It's going to be great. Yeah. AP is here, Macaro is here. Writing your third meta right now. I am going to have none of that prepared. I'm going to have none of it prepared, right? I'm just going to jump in. Still got to write a third pledge. Oh, and Brill Chic, I didn't see you. Welcome. I haven't seen you in the channel before, so good to see you. Mergendor turned on his heat for the first time this morning. Is Aaron doing GM consulting tonight or writing? Well, technically those streams are supposed to be writing streams, but people often end up asking him questions about gaming at the time. So, Mergendor says I'm looking forward to it too. I'm thinking it's going to be so easy after Nano. Maybe. Like I said, last year, my first jumping into World Ember right off of Nano, being new to World Anvil, I found it a bigger challenge than I thought it was going to be. Yep. Daz says, hello. Hello, Daz Lacourts. Good to see you. Nick says, I'm glad I'm not the only one that hasn't prepared anything tonight. Yeah, nothing. I've done nothing. I'm going to just jump in and try to finish the articles that I know I need to write. The only decision I've made is I'm going to write one article at least for every single category. If I get time, I'm going to write one for each world in every single category, but I don't promise that. That'll depend on the schedule. I'm not going to pay any attention to word count or anything like that. You've not done nothing. You've done NaNoWriMo. Yeah, but I've done nothing for World Ember. I haven't done any of the homework. I haven't done the meta stuff. That is true. NaNoWriMo and Game of Thrones have been a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Well, gang, Daz is still trying to reach 50K. How close are you, my friend? You still have 2 days. I did summer camp, so I'm going to think 10,000 words is like nothing. Technically, this is a writing sprint, but I'm yapping. Because, you know, I'm a rabbit. But it's cool to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the sprint, and I'll resume the chat when I get back, guys. Yeah. Alright, where was I here? I'm writing a battle scene, and it's a big climatic battle. So, naturally, it's hard. Something in my Orcish language here that's not World Ember. Orcish, okay. Oh, good night, AP. Thanks for joining me. Sleep well. that was not my best sprint, but that's okay. $152. If you're playing the game of tomes, do not forget to record your word counts. Also, feel free to share with us like what you're writing and what you're working on and stuff, or talk about World Ember. We're in the break. So going back to the chat that I missed, Tulikara says, I call Thanksgiving Euler's Feast because ideally there's more game meat on the table and more things gathered from the natural world and less from the grocery store. Too right. Something I intend to enact once we get wherever we're going after Texas. Fair enough, fair enough. I tend to like having that attitude too. I'll get like farm fresh when I can, or, you know, if we have game meat, that's always cool. If I can't do that for Thanksgiving, I do it for Samhain, right? Samhain, of course, being the Wiccan holiday that is celebrated on Halloween. Hey, the Owsley Captain is in the house, and he's turned in 1,533 words for Mollusca. Good job. Excellent. I had to wrestle my dog, says Daz. He kept tossing his toys in my laptop. Somebody has been feeling neglected, I think, over the month and would like your attention. It's all going to be over soon, gang. It's all going to be over soon. 144 for Mollusca from Mergendor. Excellent. Yeah, so where are you at, Daz? How close are you? You said you were having trouble reaching 50K. Is there anything we can do to help? $47K. Okay, you can do this. You can do this. That's like... Okay, you've got today and tomorrow left. And between the two, you have to do a grand total of 1,500 words on each day. You can do it. You can do it. That's less than the par, right? So, of course, I don't know what you've already done today. I don't even know whereabouts you are. Yeah. So, I don't know what time zone you're in. So, yeah, Mergendor says 43.93 left for me. Planning to finish tonight. Excellent. Excellent. Please let me know, or let Siobhan know when you have finished, because Siobhan is collecting a list. I'm relying on her, right? So I'm going to go with her information. So it's more important to make sure she gets it than I get it, because she's going to do a celebration stream for the winners. I'm just going to announce. Pidu Pudu finished this morning. Thank you, Elich. I will make sure to add Poo to the winners list. I'll write that down. If you hear of anybody else, let me know. Okay. Oh, wow, you've already done 2,222 words today, eh, Daz? Okay, nope, you can still do it. You can still do it. Yeah, I'm planning to find her in a stream when I'm done, says Mergendor. Yep, excellent, that's great. Yep, definitely do. But yeah, if she's not around, I can pass the information on to her as well. Right, it's just she's collecting it. 484 from Mollusca from Sometimes Raven, who, of course, is actually a loyal avian, but since we're all serving Mollusca now, yep, it's all good. Let's see. What time is it where you are, Daz? Maybe that'll help. I'm going to take a moment going into this this sprint to see if I can help you out, but the Dragon of Productivity is going to roar momentarily. So, almost 5 p.m. Okay. And what time do you start writing in the morning? Nice work, Gonstaze. 68,166 words to date. 1 day left. Looks like you'll end at just over 70K. Fantastic. That is awesome. Congratulations. I will not get that many words. So that is great. Yeah. Okay. 6:30 a.m. is when you start writing. Okay. Yeah, Mergendor says, get some chocolate, a banana, and some caffeine and hit it. You can do it. Yeah, you basically, the way I see it, you kind of got two options at this point, right? And I've done them both, and successfully, and on the last day. So, the first option is, oh, plus work will intervene. Okay, so you work from when to when tomorrow? I'm not ignoring anyone else, I'm just concentrating on helping Daz right now. So, I do see what you've got, so. At home, I work when projects get emailed to me. Yes, that's right. And they usually have like an imminent deadline, right? Okay, so, alright, let's see. Your two options are pull an all-nighter, which I've done. And, you know, just kind of drag your ass and be tired during the day tomorrow. And, you know, I don't know how realistic that is for you, but it's possible, right? Or the other is go to bed early if you're struggling for the rest of the day, right? Get an early start tomorrow. Then you can get a bunch of stuff done before work intervenes. And then you can spend the evening catching up. And this is, you know, these are two options. I've done them both, and I have been successful with both of them, right? So it's really a matter of where you're at and what your capabilities are. If someone is, you know, if someone has a chronic illness, it's often better to sleep than not, you know, or depending. So, yeah. But you can do it. You can still do it. Or the third option is write utter nonsense and do not give one shit what the result is and just get the words down. That's another option. You can fill in blanks by having someone sing a song and pad it out with song lyrics. You can give a character a stutter. People have done this, right? These are the padding options that, you know, you can come up with a ridiculously long title for a key character and have people use that title every single time, in which case I would copy and paste that from a notepad document every time it appears rather than retyping it. Recipes, says Mergendor. There's another option. Or, hey, take advice from the great George R.R. Martin. It works for me. If you're lost at what to do, describe a feast. There's always things you can do with food, right? And food can also describe your culture and your world. So, yeah, or, Angstase says, yeah, fourth option, don't finish. You're allowed to quit, and you're still a valid author. Yep, that's also true. It didn't even occur to me, but it's true, right? I would personally be very frustrated if I were that close and didn't reach my 50,000. But, hey, you know, maybe you're better adjusted than I am, and that's great. Funnily enough, I've done different foods already. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, food's always an option. Let's see. You really don't like dialogue, right? So, lengthy descriptions are another thing. Describe landscapes, right? Waste a bunch of time on it and know that, you know, you can go back to it later, right, and edit. Yeah. So, there's a few things. Maybe they'll help. Good luck. I think you can do it. I'm going to carry on with what's left of this sprint, and then I will join everybody else in the chat as soon as I'm done. Slipstream the word I want. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's the sprint. 141, and I'm happy where this story is going right now. I feel like I've got a sense of what's going on, and that's always good. All right. Holy shit, Sarukas, okay. 121 for the Horde from Sarukas for 3 minutes worth of work. I'm impressed as hell. That's amazing. Good for you. Good for you. That's excellent. 174 brains from Dazzlecat. 278 for Mergendor for Mollusca, and 641 for the Horde from the Elich. Excellent, guys. Good work. You guys are like kicking butt. Okay. Okay, Mergendor, Happy says, I look at it more as aiding Mollusca rather than serving. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I did bend the knee. I am the queen who knelt. Anastase says, and my graph is beautiful. I'm not proud of the prose, but I am proud of that line. You know what? The prose can be edited. Editing, I've come to look forward to editing almost more than I do the drafting itself. I was just talking to my partners about this the other day, right? Like, okay, yesterday, I think it was. The fact is that editing is as much a part of the writing as the drafting, right? I mean, you're an experienced enough writer that I'm sure that you feel that way too by now, Anastase, right? So you're, you know, for me, it's like, okay, here's the raw material, right? And then the editing is polishing, you know, and cutting and making it pretty and making it fit with facets, you know? I really like the jewel metaphor for writing, you know, because first you have the raw idea, and that's okay, we're going to mine the ore out of the ground, right? And then you like chip off the extra bits, or you know, process it, clear the slag out, and you look at it and you're like, hey, okay, that's kind of shiny and pretty, and I can probably do something with that. And then after that, you know, cut it and you know, make the little facets, and you polish it, and then it's ready to go. And sometimes you can do, I think most writers can do the chipping off the bits to make like a nice looking rock themselves, and then after that you need to give it to an editor to polish it, right? You know, you might even be able to get the facets if you're really good, and then the final polishing is an editor's job. So yeah, and I like that process now as much as I do the writing of it itself, because I always clarify things and find aspects I didn't know before. So you don't have to be proud of the prose, but working steadily at the writing will get it done. So definitely be proud of that line, because that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Woot, Makara's meta is done. Good job. Yeah, Anastase's right. I know it would be frustrating, but it's important to keep sight when you're taking the uncomfortable path that you get to choose that discomfort and could equally choose to walk away. Yep, that's absolutely true. That is absolutely true, and that's valid too. You know what? This is a marathon, right? And sometimes you just can't. Daz will push on and see when mind craps out to fingers. The dragon of productivity is about to roar again, but you know what? I'm going to put on a downtime screen here for just a second so I can catch up briefly with the chat, because I'm just about to take my first break. So I'm gonna finish up try to finish up a bit of the chat. I promise you I won't take long. Then I'm gonna do what I've been doing, which is put up my sprint timer window that is also a break window, right? And I'll just come back and join in when I'm done taking the bio, right? So, Pride Ascending waddles in bearing barbecue and sides for the horde and the living. Pride Ascending rings the dinner bell. Oh, I'm going to be over here. You can have your barbecue over there. Macaro says now to write a pledge. Anastasia, on my honor, I promise. Okay. I promise to do my best, to do my duty to God, the Queen, and my country. Wrong pledge. Yes, was a brownie, was a Girl Guide. Yeah. Yoda no Bunga. Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time I've seen you here. I don't know if you've been lurking, but it's the first time you said anything in the chat, I think. At least to me. You may have talked to my hubby, but that's cool, and I'm glad you're here. Right, said, decided to have a world building stream in the background while I world build. There you go. That's brilliant. There's going to be lots of that happening all month. I don't know if you sound like you're probably part of the World Anvil community, and there are so many world building streams that are going to be happening. I should put the link in the chat. Check out the Anvilite Streamer Core schedule if you have not already, because everything on that schedule is related to world building in some way. That is the thing that binds the community together. So, lots of people to talk to about it. And welcome. Yeah. Kevin is here. Good to see you. Says, is this sentence correct? I think fostering a continuous learning mindset and improving your skills are very important in this field. No, you don't need, you need are, not is. Anastasia already answered the question, which is great. Yeah, because they are two things, right? You need this thing, a continuous learning mindset, and this thing, improving your skills. And both are equally important, so yeah, it's a plural. Yeah. Suka says, Twitch is insisting on showing me adverts over and over and not letting me watch. Oh god, I hate that, don't you? Every now and then Twitch just decides, hey, I want to make you watch the same frickin' ad 17 times, so I'm going to make you reload the stream, and then I'm going to make you watch that ad, and then I'm going to make you watch the next ad, and I'm going to make you watch the next. Of course, you can always get rid of those by subscribing. You know, I'm just teasing. It's cool, you know. But honestly, I can't afford to subscribe to everybody I would like to subscribe to. You know, I just can't. So I do what I can when I can, right? I've been starting to throw bits more because I find that I can do that more consistently. Oh, thanks Q for the posture check. Good to see you. I'm so sorry that I ran out as soon as you showed up last night. I was kidding myself. I was trying to write and my brain was like, yeah, no. You need to sleep now. You can't do this right now. Go to bed. So, yep, Anastasia has good tips there for effective active voice writing. Pride of sending saddles up to Sable with Febreze for pets. But you brought barbecue sauce, so I don't know about this. But okay, well, I'll just keep my blessed Othame in the one hand, just in case, and I'll patch you with the other. There you go. Okay. Oh, thanks for the bits, Q. That's awesome. All bits this month are donated to NaNoWriMo, so thank you very much for your donation. That's really awesome. I really appreciate it. The encouragement is always great, so thank you. Yeah, don't forget the muzzle. Yeah, don't forget the muzzle, Death Descending. Saruka says The Queen Who Knelt is a great title. You know, oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Q. Thank you. That's so cool of you. Twice. Wow, you're awesome. Ooh, I got my death banners, says Daz. Those are great. Oh, thank you for the follow. Loria Enel? welcome, and thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Wow, cool. This is like a cheerful day, lots of stuff going on. I'm having fun kind of playing the events as they unfold in the game. I'm looking forward to things also unfolding differently next year, and I'm sure they will, right? Like, maybe next year I'll be the first house leader to fall to the undead. Oh my god, Hefe, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys. Well, that's a whole bunch of donations for NaNoWriMo, and that's really cool. Thank you very much. It's cool. I feel I owe them a lot. I would never have been a writer without them. So I love to have an opportunity to give back, you know? But yeah, next year maybe I'll be the first to die, and then in which case I can have fun playing the bad guy. It'll be great. You know, we'll rewrite the story anew every year. It'll be cool. No edit, November, ideology. Yep. Yep. Pride taps the muzzle. Already done. That's cool. Yeah. Daz says, right now I'm planting it since I reached the end of my outline days ago. That's right. I forgot that. 616 molluscan words from Happy. And with that, I hit Nano win number 2! Good job! Yes! Congratulations, Happy! That's so cool! Oh yeah, I gotta write that down so I can tell Siobhan. That's excellent! Way to go! The Owsla captain is showing his colors. That's so great. That's so cool. That's amazing. I wish I could write like that. Good for you. That's so awesome. Woo! 100,140 words. Damn. That's great. Oh, is this what all the bits are about? That's awesome. Achoo. Oh, bless me. Oh, Hefe, you have a cold? I'm sorry to hear it. That sucks. That sucks. You know, and of course, these days when you have a cold, you're always worried about that extra dimension. If it's not just a cold. I'm sure it probably is, though. Colds are going around like everything else. I've had a cold now 3 times in the course of the pandemic. 197 words from Sarukas for the Horde. Good job. Pride says I brought barbecue, not sauce. Barbecue, ribs, pulled pork, chicken, turkey, sides, whole 9. Oh, thank you. None of it's rabbit, is it? No, of course not. No, don't do that. Okay. Thank you for the barbecue then. I, being a rabbit, will really enjoy the potato salad. Thank you very much. Once for me, once for Nano. All right, Q. Thank you. I'll respect that, and I appreciate that. I will donate $1 less, well, 100 less bits, whatever that works out to NaNoWriMo. Thank you, Q. I really appreciate it. Sneezing bits. Happy says 30K in 5 days. My brain has melted. No more words this month. Captain, you have done your duty and your service to this household and to House Mollusca and the living. I am grateful for it, and now I think you have definitely earned some time away from the front. Sarukas, maybe I can live more than a few days next year. Somebody's always got to be the first to go, right? Yeah, and next year maybe it'll be me and, you know, whatever, and that'll be okay, right? It'll unfold differently every year, and it will, you know, different things will happen, and it'll be great. Trying to clean up my office space while eating. Sounds like something I hate doing. Oh no, I'm just sneezing bits. Okay, that's cool. The next month, Happy, says Pride, you can join us for World Ember and hammer out another 50K every 15 days. World Ember is coming. It's gonna be awesome. See? We're already hyping for it. This way, wrong way. I always get this wrong. There we go. World Ember. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. I really enjoyed it last year. This year it's going to be great. And the community involvement is important, guys. So come here, share your articles. Just, you know, I have a channel point reward for that. Just make sure you don't totally overwhelm me. That's all I'm asking. But that's okay, actually, because I've decided that I'm going to do a specifically writing stream, and I'll disable that when we're in there, so that people can get writing done. Thank you, everyone. Honestly, you are what you are all what made this possible, says Happy. Thank you for writing with us and, you know, encouraging other people and being a good example for other people to aspire to, and making us feel like, you know, part of your journey and being part of our journey too. It's really, you know, I hope to still hang out, but I don't blame you if you don't want to write anymore. I'd be freaking done too, man. That's awesome. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Hail hydrate. You got this, Emmy. You can do it. Yep. 48,427. You are really close. Thank you for the save check. Save, everybody. I'm going to double check and make sure that I am saved too. Yep. Okay, we're good. Okay. Yep. But you'll show up to support us through it, yeah? Says Pride to Happy. Yeah. Anastasia says, how about barbecue jackfruit, Sable idea? No, it's a bunny. That sounds pretty good. Just saying. Happy says, I will show up to support and do a few small bits, but I have to work again. I have work again next month. Yeah, fair enough. Work will take time away. 10,000 words is a lot less than 50,000 words, and definitely a ton less than 100,000 words. So, you know, you don't have to, you know, make World Ember into another Nano. There are people who are going to do that. I am not intending to be one of them this time. I'm just not. Maybe I'll be among the first to die, says Elich. That's great. Yeah, Happy says to Pride. Also, it was 50k in 12 days for the first Nano. That is awesome. Oh, thank you for the next hydrate check. Hail hydrate Q. Thank you. I should go and get some real pop. Like, okay, well, you know, not caffeinated stuff is what I should go do. And I will do that in just a minute because I'm just about caught up with the chat. Oh, damn it. Macaro deleted the wrong article. Time to rewrite the pledge. Jackfruit pulled pork. Okay, I'll look at this. Easy vegetarian alternative. Okay. Neutral taste. So you flavor it with the other things. Recipe calls for green jackfruit. I might have to try this sometime in real life, actually. That sounds pretty good. You guys should check out Anastase's link there. Now I'm hungry. Because that looks great. I love pulled pork, so, and, you know, IRL. So, yeah. Happy says, I think I will make a few maps and character profiles for it, though. Fair enough. Eli says, and that sounds great, and I'll be happy. I'd love to check them out. I'd love to check them out. It's cool. Eli says, grilled watermelon and pineapple and stone fruit are amazing. That also looks great. Yeah, Anastasia has been looking at so many vegetarian recipes for her NaNoWriMo world. Yeah, I bet you have, actually. I bet you've been looking at a lot. Yeah. Well, they sound good. That one sounds good. I got nothing against vegetarian food. I think it's great. So I would probably go vegetarian were it not for the fact that I think it's because I'm anemic. Like, that's what I think it is. I managed to go, like, I think it was 3 days without any meat at all or anything like that. And then I grabbed Aaron by the collar and told him to get me a hamburger right the F now. So, and that was before I wasn't eating, you know, before I realized I needed gluten-free food. Can do that now, but yeah, so you know, I'm looking forward to the vat meat. And the vat meat is coming. And there's nothing wrong. You know, some people are like, I don't know, it was grown in a lab. Dude, okay, yeah, it was grown in a lab. It's just meat. There's no nerve tissue in it. Nothing had to get murdered in order to make it, right? And nothing got hurt, right? Vegetable heme is a thing now. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm going to look that up. I'd like to know more about that. There are, you know, like, there are ethical concerns that I have with engaging in our current factory farming system that, you know, I would really like to do something about. So I will check that out. If that was the story inspiration, okay, I will definitely check that out. All right, not judging anybody else, by the way. It's just my own personal, right? I'm not one of these people who are going to be like, you're wrong for eating meat. No. Human beings are designed to eat a variety of food, right? We're omnivores, and it's really okay to eat meat. It's just that I personally have objections to some of the way the factory farming system works. And I got nothing against hunted meat. That was ethically obtained. That is an ancient pact, right? Between hunter and hunted. It's how nature works. It's okay, right? That's just me. You know, and other people think that hunting is cruel and immoral and shouldn't do it. So you make your own decisions, right? No judgment from me. Ansaze says, journal articles, patents, or just to know that that's what makes impossible burgers impossible. Vegetable heme. I'm going to look that up. Delian says, my mother had a short vegetarian phase. Thankfully, my father arrived from Finland to save me by activating his grilling powers. Yeah, grilling's pretty good. I can't argue with that. Eli says, I gave up meat for Lent several different years. It was definitely a challenge. Yeah. You know what? I've tried that too, actually. Not because I'm Catholic, but because I just thought it was a good practice. Right? So... and it is. I see the merit of it. Okay. Oh, one more. Did you hear about the scientist that 3D printed rhino horn that has 100% the same properties as real rhino horn and are planning to flood the rhino horn market with the stuff at 1/8 the cost, says Happy. I did not hear anything about this. I would love to know more. If you have a link, by all means, please share it. That is cool. What a fantastic idea. That'll screw everything up. Because, of course, the people who are using rhino horn for their various medicine, because it's a magic thing, will not believe that fake rhino horn does the same thing, even if it has all the same properties. So they will probably stop buying it because they will not be able to get it. That is cool. I like that very much. Very, very much. That is sinister and well done. That's a Tyrion Lannister solution. That's clever. Ansaze says there's a pact with domestication too, but arguably factory farming is a violation of it. Yeah, I got nothing against ethically farmed stuff either. I buy, you know, free range eggs, you know, when, you know, a cow from the farmer when I can, you know, right? Because yeah, there's an ancient pact there too. Right? And we know that the animal was ethically treated, right? And they certainly aren't in factory farming. Yeah. In Megacorpolis, almost all meat is vat grown, says Hugh. Well, of course, because eventually it's going to be cheaper than keeping real meat. And of course, corporations are going to do whatever the cheapest option is. It makes perfect sense. And then they're probably going to actually, like, fill it out with unreal, like, sources of protein and manufactured protein. And eventually it'll be like Judge Dredd, right? Eat recycled food. It's good for the environment and okay for you. Laria says, regarding Lent, did you know that there's a good number of small animals that were declared either plants or fish so they could be consumed on Lent? I did actually know that. I did. Yeah, because, yeah, in the Middle Ages. Yeah, which is kind of hilarious, actually. Yeah. Yeah, yay for Worldbuilding, says Sarukas. Yep, that's the one, says Q. Yep. Kitty snoring next to you. That's cool. Asase says, I, on the other hand, eat terrible, unethical meat because ethics are expensive. And that's the other problem. Ethics are expensive. I sometimes have to shop at Walmart. I think they're evil and immoral, but that's where the thing is that I can afford. I'm not judging you. I'm not. You know, yeah, stuff's expensive and it shouldn't be. People gotta live. No judgment. Yep. Megacorpolis just clones weird meats instead of for selling. Rewritten. Okay. World Ember prep article. I will have a look at that as soon as I get back, guys. I'm going to take my break now. For those of you who are writing, this also counts as a writing sprint. Feel free to start. I will join in as soon as I get back. And have fun. And we're back. I used that as a writer fuel sprint. I ate something, so I did not get any writing done. 205 words for the Horde from Darth Nicholas. 42 words for the Horde from Sarukis. And 290 brains from Dazzlecat. There you go. There you go. Those are the kind of totals that'll get you done. That's good stuff. Sorry, I have like pepperoni in my teeth now. That drives me insane. Ah. Okay. Sorry. I know that's rude, but... Okay. Barnacle geese and beavers were a big argument about whether or not they were edible during Lent. Makes sense. Beavers were kind of a staple for the voyageurs in what has become sort of, you know, Canada, like Eastern Canada and whatnot. And I imagine that going without them was a real hardship. And they were all Catholic, right? So, yeah, 321 words for Mollusca from Mergandor. From the bunnies to the squids. 100 words for the Horde from Sarukis, and another 600 words for the Horde from Elich. Yikes. We're getting our butts handed to us here, living people, I'm just saying. Then we had an interesting conversation about the ethics of meat. Oxtaze says that's why we need legislation to raise the ethical floor. Yeah, for factory farming, yeah. The problem is I've lost faith in the idea that, you know, that'll actually be done because corporations, they don't care. Human meat. Q says, you know it, happy Cannibal Appreciation Day. And then an interesting discussion there. Anastasia shared an article about vat human meat with a vegan friend the other day to get her opinion of it. Saruka says, I would eat vat human meat. Anastasia says, she can't see any ethical problem with consuming your own vat-grown tissue, and Saruka says, no one suffers for it. You know, it strikes me as a little odd, but, you know, I can't see any ethical complaints with it, because you're right, like vat-grown meat, nobody's getting hurt. They're not growing nerve tissue, they're just growing the meat. So, you really want to do that, and it came from your body, who am I to stop you, right? Some people still believe in eating the placenta. You know, I got no judgment. If nobody's getting hurt, fine. It's when, you start... If you start wondering what other people's body parts might taste like, perhaps it's time to lay off, is all I'm saying. I agree with Author Goddess. Diet is like religion. Do your thing, but don't tell me what I need for my own health. Yep, that's right. Everybody's got to make their own decisions about ethics and food, and, nature is cruel. I'm not judging, okay? And Author Goddess says also because humans insert ethics when they aren't necessarily a thing. And that in and of itself is an ethical opinion, right? But, I just don't want cruelty done to feed me, right? That's my thing. I got nothing against death and meat and, nature causes death, and cats cause cruelty, and I realize that, it's not like nature isn't cruel. Nature is cruel, right? I'm not saying that it's not, right? I would just prefer not to have to inflict cruelty on living creatures through my actions if I can avoid it. That's all, right? And, but then again, like I said, I got nothing against hunting. Hunting is an ancient compact, right? Farming is an ancient compact, whatever, right? And it's just, the idea of unnecessary cruelty. Sarukas put in 42 words for the Horde and changed chapters while it was gone. And we have a clip. You know what? I'm going to put up the main screen. I don't know if I've changed the main screen to not have the Lapin banner yet. If I haven't replaced it with the Molluscan banner in some way, I apologize in advance. This is in no way an offense to House Mollusca. Oh, and I haven't captured anything either. Okay, well, you know what? Because I want to watch this clip. I think I know what the clip is, so let's do it. And it did not pause. Yes. Yes, this is Hefe. Hefe is cool. And I don't know why I have to recapture this every time. Silly. Alright, now let's watch the clip.
World Ember is coming.
Yep. Yep, World Ember is coming. That is a pretty awesome clip. I agree completely. Alright. Excuse me. Beaver was considered a fish for Lenten diets, says Author Goddess. Yep. Yep. Anastasia agrees. I didn't say I had faith it would be done. I said it was needed. Yeah, it is. And, we should push for it. And, hey, because we could be wrong. If there's enough demand, it will be done. Author Goddess says if we move from cattle to smaller animals, sheep, goats, it would be easier to do non-factory ranching. It's a good point. Just a second here. Okay. 860 words for the Horde from the Night King. Morgandoy says, you already eat? Author Goddess says, I think it's weird to remove oneself from the natural food web, then call it ethical. Yeah, and like I say, that's also an ethical decision, right? Some people believe that being vegan is really important, and I'm not judging them either. I don't agree with them, but that doesn't mean that I'm judging, right? I just don't want to be judged either, right? We make our own decisions about that. Hydrate, thank you. In this case, I'm actually going to drink the Coca-Cola again, even though I did get a non-caffeinated thing. See, it's there. But that'll clear my throat better. Hail hydrate. It's because I just ate. Yeah, death is fine. Unwanted pain is the enemy. Yeah, agreed. Anastasia, that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't want to cause pain if I don't have to. You know? Wonders how many people have direct knowledge of the ins and outs of industry slaughter. I know more than, you know, the average person does. I certainly wouldn't call myself an expert. And it's not like killing an animal and hunting isn't going to hurt it either. It does, right? I'm just, yeah. Oh no, more sheep, says Stelian. I already have those surrounding my land on all sides. Dazzlecat says, now convince the populace to eat sheep and goat instead of beef. Yeah, do what you will as long as it harms none. That's my motto. Well, merry meet. Nice to meet another Wiccan. Mercador says, I'm drinking wassail left over from Thanksgiving. Excellent. Kayla, but you stole that from the Wiccan Read. Ah, okay. Mish. Yeah, it's not like I don't know, right? My first published book was a book on witchcraft. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting into... Yeah. Can you think of a single thing that harms none? Satoru. Yeah. Playing video games, writing, napping. Yeah. I remember having a long discussion of harm versus hurt. Yeah. I wrote an article on this, and I kind of briefly covered it in my book too, right? The Wiccan Read. And at harm none, do what thou wilt, right? And basically my take on it is that it's kind of like, first of all, it's a freedom from right and wrong as imposed by other people, right? If it's not hurting anyone, do what you want, right? So, yeah, harm implies intention and maliciousness. Hurt is a part of the world. Exactly, right? You do your best, right? You do your best not to create harm, right? You don't hurt things intentionally, but hurt is part of it is part of the way the world works. Often we unintentionally hurt things, right? Often hurt is a necessity. We gotta eat. Even if you're pulling a carrot out of the ground, that's still a living creature and it died, right? And it died so you could eat it. So yeah, right? To think that we can go through life and not hurt anything at all is probably unrealistic. On the other hand, right? It's a balance, right? It's permission to not impose ethics that serve no purpose, right? Like, people who have things against sex or against sex with particular people. As long as nobody is getting hurt, have at it, Haas. It's your life. Do what you want. When it does cause harm, then you have to think about it. And then you have to take responsibility for it ethically, right? And you have to decide if you're willing to live with the consequences of whatever that is. Sometimes even inaction is not harming none, right? You have to decide whether, what you believe the most ethical action in the situation is, right? Yeah, just stepping on grass probably hurts something. Yep, exactly. Angstaze has a lot of great points about the ways in which even innocuous activities might possibly hurt something. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. There's also a certain privilege in tackling ethics on certain behaviors, i.e. taking the higher road is easier, and I dare say more right if you aren't the disenfranchised party. Yep. Let's give Q that idea for the list, Sarukas. Yeah. Grass that screams when you step on it. Yeah. Goes Buddhist. Pain is life. Pain is a part of life. You can't avoid it, right? But you should try to consider how your actions are going to affect other people and do your best not to hurt other people. That's all. That's all it's saying. And it's also saying don't accept unnecessary guilt that's tried to be imposed on you by other people that doesn't serve a functional purpose. That to me is the read. Anyway, let's go back to work, shall we? I have a couple of showcases that have been redeemed. I think perhaps we'll take a quick look at them. This is Q's showcase, I believe. Welcome to Affection. There used to be an order to the world, but none of that is left now. Your typo missing is. The old world died, and a hell of a lot of things went with it, but we're still here. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Just a second, I'm kind of having a skim. Alright, so Ithexum is a post-apocalyptic fantasy world where the apocalypse went horribly wrong. Every god, every sentient evil, every mad prophet knew how things were supposed to go. It had been spelled out across the stars since the birth of time and scrawled across 100 forbidden tomes. Everyone from dragon to peasant, from elf to elemental, knew that there would be an end of all things. And then it happened. Across the plains, great armies gathered, and the gods waged war with archdevils and demon lords. In the world of mortals, need an S, everything pointed towards the end. So far, so good. But someone, somehow, managed to foul it all up. Instead of disillusion, or an ultimate victory for one side or the other, the universe cracked. Old rules, such as gods are powerful beyond mortal ken, was slain. Ancient evils, once protected by similar bylaws of reality, found themselves exposed too. When everyone had really started to panic, things got really bad. Every dimension, every plane, every dimension, every hidden space merged into one, even as all great powers were busily murdering each other, only noticing the coming doom when it was too late. This is the Ithexum, the world just 50 years after the end of all things. An absolute wreck sewn together from 1,000 different planes from the classical fantasy cosmology, and the stitches are still fresh. Oh my god, this is great. Okay, this sounds like... There's a secret to my Weird West world, and that is that it's a bit like this, right? A bunch of pieces of other realities all kind of merged together. The big picture, a vast and weird world. Ithexum is made from 1,000 worlds. The elemental planes, the abyss, the heavenly realms, all broken apart and smashed into the mortal world and merged into it. As a result, the world is vast and at the same time finite. Endless realms like the abyss are now broken and their infinity shattered. Ithexum is a chaotic jumble, planes mixed together, or their energies bleeding out into once mortal lands like pollution. In the edges between such places of power, the friction bleeds into the air like raw mutating magic. Not that any place made it out of the end of all things without a dent or two. Mount Olympus still rains down in bits and pieces across Ithexum every now and then, reduced to rubble. Nice! Nations have sunk into oceans where none existed before. Dying gods have turned forests into petrified wastelands. Everywhere is different, and very few places are safe. Critters and cryptids. The end of all things created as many new things as it killed old ones. From magical pollution to ancient prisons to unpredictable planar energies interacting in new, previously impossible ways, another kind of life is rising from the ashes of the old world. If that weren't enough, it didn't take long for wizards to start to meddle in all this new magic, and even more, things started showing up. That's before people started to change themselves, either through symbiosis, experimentation, or simple accident. In short, there's a hell of a lot of strange things creeping around Ethexham, from helpful to hostile. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be. Survivors of the end of all things are shell-shocked and lost, removed from the cataclysm by just a handful of decades. The gods, once all-powerful, now walk the world that remains as greatly diminished creatures. Everyone, without exception, has had to reevaluate things. Nothing works the way it's supposed to, and creatures of all kinds are scattered far and wide across an unfamiliar world. It's enough to make friends out of old foes and enemies out of allies. This sounds awesome. I am definitely going to follow this. I am in like Flynn queue. I cannot wait to see what, screwery you come up with out of this. This is going to be great. Alright, and I believe Mikaro shared their article. World Ember 2020 Prep. Master of the Wind is an Age of Sail fantasy setting. I'm in. Located on floating ships, islands and ships without gunpowder. Other technology is limited due to the limited resources available. The plot. Two twin sisters stow away on a ship, welcomed by the crew. Over time, they grow into full-fledged skyfarers as they accompany the crew and discover both lands they had never seen and secrets they never would have imagined. Sounds awesome. The plan. For World Ember, the plan is to work out the setting's foundation with at least 5k words. The focus will be on 3 parts: the crew, various locations, and what makes the world tick. Below is the plan per category of what articles to work on. You need an of there between category and what. Okay, sorry. There we go. Now. Okay. I'm in too. That sounds great. Alright, gang. I'm going to look at that later. And in the meantime... Alright, gang, it sounds like things are getting a bit tense here in the chat. And I'd really prefer we not, attack each other. If anybody's feeling attacked, right, let us know. I can see how there feels like there's tension going on. Perhaps I am misinterpreting that. But whenever we discuss ethics, there's always going to be people who disagree, right? So, I think I've already offered my opinion on this, so I'm not going to weigh in any further. I'm just saying, be careful not to, try to be kind, okay? Try to be kind. Oh no, Zeus is going to be boating across Ethexham. Yep. Q says, I've written 1 article for Ethexham so far, a psychic algae creature. That sounds great. Sarukas, a whole new world. Yep, that's great. A new fantastic point of view. Okay. Yep, time to write. Let's get back to work, shall we? It's 3:15. We're going to start the sprint. I'm sorry, I'm having an allergy or something today. Alright. And begin. I really liked what I was writing too, and I'm kind of looking forward to expanding it a bit. broke off a nail and the sharp edge is bothering me, if you're wondering. And that's the end of the sprint. Not my best sprint, but still words. $166. Okay. All right. So what did I miss? Well, I'm missing word counts being turned in. 370 brains for the Horde from Dazzlecat. 274 words for the living from Mergendor. 174 words for the living from Author Goddess. Excellent job, guys. Q says, like most of my worlds, it's currently simply there for the joys of creating something, but I'm glad it sounds awesome. I think it could easily fit into a TTRPG game. Hell yeah! As a matter of fact, I just might steal the idea whole hawk, because we've been kind of thinking about what we're going to do for our next in-house game, right? One of the people that are our players, and, you know, family by choice, I'll say. He's not our partner, but he's family by choice, right? He is not, he's kind of bored with the Battletech game we've been playing, and we're kind of looking for something new to do, and that would be fun. Smash all the worlds together, right? Maybe take some old characters here and there that we really enjoyed playing, right? And have them deal with this, you know, screwed up apocalypse. That would be pretty intense. It would be good. Yeah. Saruka says, yeah, I like that you're going to incorporate different mythologies into a queue, but yes, please have some grass that screams when you step on it. And Esong is here! Hello, Esong! Good to see you, as always. Yes, Q, you are up rather late. I did notice that, as Songbird says. Yeah, I'll throw the big book of D&D gods at it, then blow them up. Oh, just hanging out and chatting with people, he says. Yeah. I must have missed something there about Q talking to Author Goddess, but you know, I never thought about setting some stories in Affection. Maybe I should do that. Stories are always good. I like reading stuff. Okay. Do it, says Author Goddess. That kind of varied world is perfect for short stories and one-offs, as well as fossil series. Yep. Absolutely. Q says, I'm probably going to write a bunch of stuff for it for World Ember. Excellent. Including Screaming Grass. Author Goddess begs for poisonous plants to try to convince you to eat them. Save check, gang. Make sure you save your work. I'll write that down too, he says. And Randy unicorns, because you know why they like virgins. Oh my. Yeah. Q, do the story of a cactus that is a bounty hunter. It can shoot its quills like a gunslinger in the Old West. That's hilarious. I might steal that whole hawk for my Weird West setting if you let me, Daz. That's great. A wizard that casts chrono spells to age alcohol faster, says Author Goddess. We have characters who did that in our games. A sentient cowboy cactus man could be fun. Yep, Q's taking notes. Author Goddess says, oh, a sea sponge-like creature that soaks magical bleed and can be collected to store power. Ooh. Saruka sucks on the magic sea sponge. Hey, Esong, Tuesday is my session too. They've escaped the sinking island, says Daz. And the addicts that use them, the plants. Yep. Q says, I think the first article I'll write for World Ember will be The Stars Are Wrong, explaining why there aren't any stars in Affection anymore. That's great. Saruka says, my first article will be on the Kushan Mai, my religious minority. Ah, Dragon of Productivity is growling again. Author Goddess has Doctor Who flashbacks. Pride looks up from researching. We have 441 words for the Horde from Sarukas and 757 for the Horde from Elich. Sarukas hit 49k. Woo! You can do it. 1,000 points left. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, you won't need to steal it just to use Effect Gem. Okay, I just might. Sounds like a fun game to play in. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. I'm not sleeping till it's done. There you go. 1,000 words. It's only 1,000 words. You can do it. Yes. Yeah, you can. I have shooting cacti in my world, says Murgador. That sounds great. I also have sentient attack mushrooms that shoot killing spores. But Murgador, do they walk into a saloon or hold shootouts at high noon? I mean, that's the kind of weird thing that'd be perfect for my request. But, okay. But actually, it's probably more perfect for anything Q does, because his worlds are like, you know, okay, so like, Time Pool's over here in complete whack job, right? And Q's like here. I love Time Pool's worlds, don't get me wrong. I think they're so cool. One of the things I really love about community events like World Ember and Summer Camp is I get to see other people's ideas that's part of the game. I'm so looking forward to it. Okay. But now, we are still writing. So let us write. Sorry about that. needs to go another way. That's more like it. And that's the sprint. I think I need to rework this scene a bit, but that's another 125 words. $299 brains for the Horde from Dazzlecat. 297 words from Molesca from Mergendor. Did I hear attack mushrooms, says Mergendor? Or says Sarukis, and Mergendor replies, they guard an important oasis. 276 words for the Horde from Sarukis. Pride of sending waddles back to my world meta. You will be missed. They shoot burning needles, says Mergendor. Pride Ascending says, oh, if anyone is good with D&D Dragon stat blocks and can dig those up, that'd be lovely. I'll ask Aaron, he might have something. Which edition? Q says, getting late over here, so I'm going to head on out. Fun talking to you all, and I hope I get to babble with you all about Worlds again. It's going to be all World Ember all the time come December here, Q, so come by, and we will definitely chat world building. There'll be a lot more conversation than there has been this month, and I am looking forward to it. And this stream in particular is for that in particular, right? So we'll have other streams devoted to writing. This one will be about world building. So, good night, sleep well, and I'm glad you came. Esong also has been catching up in the chat, says to Daz, sounds like a fantastic first session. I have done a lot of exploring in my world, so even 7 months of weekly play later, we are just now getting to the second module. Aaron says, I am glad your campaign is going so well, E. Vulture. I'm glad I could be a small part of making that happen. That is awesome. 517 words for Mollusca from Author Goddess. 144 words for Mollusca from Sometimes Raven. And 386 words from Eli for the Horde. Oh, and 235 words for the Horde from Nick. Lich Nicholas in the house. Hey Zog, how you doing? 48k on your nano! Good job, Daz! 2,000 to go. 2,000 to go. If you don't get it done tonight, you could get that done tomorrow with determination, even after a full day of work. I am just saying, this is totally within your reach now. Hey Adele, says Zog. Yeah, and you can do it, Daz. That's right, you can do it. Pride says, any addition will do, using them for inspiration more than use in a game. Dragon stat blocks. Okay, I'll ask him. Aw, that's nice. Esong says, Aaron, I don't think I could ever say your involvement in this has been small. You've completely tagged my game. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to turn off the sprint timer and go to the downtime screen because my stream's supposed to be ending at 4 o'clock. And it's, we've got 5 minutes. We don't really have a lot of time for another sprint. So. Zog's good, just getting back into it. Might see me on camera real soon. Oh, transformed my game. So it clarifies Esong. Yeah. Cool, I hope you are. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to connecting with all the World Ember streamers. It's going to be pretty great. As you can see, I'm getting hyped already. I got all the stuff up. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it, Daz. You can do it. Okay, I'm going to check in my schedule here and see who is up next. I feel pretty good about the progress I've done today. Let's see here now. Who is available to raid on the schedule? Oh yes, okay, coming up tomorrow, starting at midnight, I believe Mountain Time. Writer Greg is going to be doing his 24-hour End of Nano promotion stream for his charity Kids Need to Read. He's had, for those who don't know, he's had a poll going for weeks, right, or, to try to define limitations of a world that he's going to be working in. And for 24 hours, the audience and him and special guests will be helping to create and develop this world live on stream, right? It's a fundraiser for Kids Need to Read charity. He's been supporting that all month through NaNoWriMo and the Game of Tomes. I'm going to be on. He's going to have me on, I believe it's 2 p.m. Pacific my time. So, yeah, Pacific my time. 2 p.m. Pacific is... I think it's 2 p.m. Pacific. I better double check. But I'm going to be on in the afternoon anyway, right? And it's going to be on for about half an hour or so, and I'm going to help create Worlds on stream. I encourage you to go and check out his stream, support his charity. He's been working very hard. It looks like a great charity. I'm always for supporting kids' literacy. And I look forward to this, live on-stream world creation stuff. It seems like the perfect way to end NaNoWriMo and the absolutely penultimate way to begin World Ember. So come check it out. It's going to be great. And then also, Aaron's on later tonight. He'll be on from, looks like 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific time, which is 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on the morning of the 30th for those of you in the GMT. After that, I will be doing tomorrow night instead of the Toy Soldiers Saga stream. I'm sorry to cancel 2 weeks in a row. I hate doing that, but I've for months, or for a couple months now, I've had planned what I called my NaNoWriMo Panic stream, which I'm going to be doing from 6 p.m. to midnight my time to end NaNoWriMo. That means that will be 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. on the morning of the 1st for those of you in GMT. Right? And on the right, I'll probably interrupt it periodically for longer chats because I don't think I'm going to be able to just sit here and do nothing but word spreads for 6 hours. Right? And yeah, we'll have a good time. Aaron says he's on during that time. I might have him on with me, or I might shut down my stream and join his for the last couple of hours. Oh, pardon me, 10 to 12. That's got to be 10 to 12 that he's on, because... yeah. Well, whatever. I'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, 6 to 12. That was my goal, the last 6 hours. Coffee will also be doing their stream in the middle of that, so... yeah. Alright. Now, what have I missed in the chat before we take off? Make sure to put in your word count totals. We are going to be rating, I think Masadi's is up. She's next on the Game of Tones schedule, and I do not see anybody else up in the various other streamers. So, come December, I will not be rating an exclusively writer-based schedule. I will be focusing on world building streams by preference, probably, because it is World Ember. So you'll get to meet, if you're new to the channel, you'll get to meet a lot more world builders and, you know, people that you haven't seen a lot of in Game of Tomes. And they're awesome. They're all awesome people, and I encourage you to go check them out. The World Anvil community is an amazing community. Everybody is united by being a world builder and a creative in some way. You'll have no shortage of people to hang out with and talk to. It's great. So, okay, Masadi's is live. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Where are we going next? We're going to Masadi's. I'm the guest in 14 hours, says Author Goddess. So, Author Goddess will also be on Writer Greg's stream, so definitely check it out. Yeah. Oh, and Shy Red Fox will be on. See, you get to see everybody. It'll be great. Yeah, at 2 p.m. Central Time, 19 hours from now. Scribe and E-Song will be on at 6 p.m. Central. Yeah. For the plot buddies, says Pride Ascending. I mean, I love you. See you on the next one, Sable. Yeah. Yeah, you bet. Oh, and E-Song is almost done with cleaning up the apartment so that she can leave it for good. Excellent. E-Song's been moving this whole time, which is one of the reasons why she did not do Nano with us. Right? But otherwise she would have. But, yes. I'm looking forward to seeing more of you in World Ember. Right? We still got all kinds of stuff coming up over the next couple of days. Keep your eye on the schedule, guys. And once again, final Game of Tones stream. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monday the 1st. No, Tuesday the 1st. Tuesday the 1st. And when did I expect to sleep with this schedule? I don't know. Okay, that would be 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. GMT is when that will be on the 1st. Right, so don't miss it. After that, it's all World Ember, all the time, for the next month. And I'm starting a new show called Diane Actually Writes in December from 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific on Thursdays, because I want to actually do some writing as well as talk. So we'll be doing that. Alright, love you all. We're going to do the raid now. Thank you very much. I was really pleased to have you all here. I'm glad to see some faces that I have not seen in a while. I have missed your company, And I'm glad to see new friends and old friends, and this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I'm just so excited about everything coming up. Yeah, it's been fun cheering all of you on. Looking forward to being more active during World Ember, says Esong. Me too. It's going to be great. I love the community involvement. Don't miss it. All right, have a good evening, everybody. And the raid shout is either this time. Remember, our usual raid shout is prepare to be boarded because we are the Sable's privateers. But in this case, the raid shout is either your house motto or it is World Ember is coming. Have a good evening, everyone. See you soon.